Okay, so we are going to graph inequalities using the calculator. So step one is going to be type in the inequality in y equals. So you'll see the button that says like y1 equals, you're going to type it in right there. So we are going to do the one that we did yesterday, this one. So let's go. I'm going to clear out the memory in my calculator. Second plus 7, 1, 2. Second plus 7, 1, 2 to clear out the memory in your calculator. And I'm going to put this one in. Oh, go to y equals 3x minus 2. And this is just going to plot the line. But what I want to do is make sure that it plots the inequality too. So this is a less than. So go back to y equals where we put it in. And we are going to arrow over, so move the cursor over to the front of y equals. And you're going to push enter to change that. So watch mine or maybe watch yours. If I push enter, see how it changes what's in front? This symbol is like snow on the roof, so it's a greater than. This symbol's like below the roof, so it's a less than symbol. You can keep on pushing enter until you get the one that you want. Okay, so let me go ahead and have y'all write something down. So move the cursor to the left of y1 equals. Choose this one for anytime you do greater than or greater than equal to, because that's going to be shading above. That little triangle represents shading the line above. Then you could do the other one, the other little right triangle where it's shaded below the line for less than or less than equal to, because it's shading it below. So this represents how to shade it. So I'm over here to the left of the y1 equals. This one, the one that we're doing, it's a shade below. It's a less than. So we're going to choose the little right triangle that has it on the left side, the triangle on the left. So keep on pushing enter. The only thing this doesn't do is show whether it's a dashed or solid. You have to know if it has the or equal to it's solid. If it doesn't, like less than or just greater than, then it's a dashed line. Okay, so once you have that selected, hit graph. And that gives you the line. Pretty cool, right? So step 2, push graph. So y'all have gotten really good about graphing y equals mx plus b. So graphing this comes second nature to a lot of you. But some of y'all still struggle with how the line looks, and maybe you graphed it and then looked here and saw that it was wrong. What you can do is you can, step 3, push second graph to look at the table. And you can choose any 3 points to graph on your grid. So it has like an X, Y. So you just want to pick 3 points. As long as they're whole numbers, you can graph them. And it's going to graph it on the line. That way you can make your line. If you have 3 points, you can make your line. So, y'all ready for me to show you on my calculator? All right. So, we hit second graph. And that goes to the table of values. So, from the table of values, you can plot points that are on the exact line. So, 0, -2. So, 0, -2 is right here. If we weren't good at graphing y equals mx plus b, we could use the points from this table to graph. 1, 1 is a point. 2, 4 is a point. Once you have 3 points, you can create your line. So don't forget to either do it dashed or solid. This one we had already done. We did it dashed, right? So using just the 3 points that we got, we could have done our line. So step 4 was to connect points with a dashed or solid line. And then step 5, shade above or below, however it's set. So above is greater than or greater than equal to, below is less than or less than equal to. And you can look back at your graph and see how it was shaded. So it's really helpful that we have this calculator to use. So make sure to use it as much as possible. You can use it to check your work even. So let's say we had already done this. Well, when we checked our work and we hit graph, it looks the same. It's just the way this is zoomed in is different from this one, but they're the same graph. So what I wanted to show y'all is how to do it in the calculator. I love how we can do these 2 options to be able to see how it's shaded. You do have to know if it's shading above or below. If you don't know that, then go back to the inequality symbol or go back to your pink page. All right, so let's go ahead and do this next one. So y is less than -2/3x plus 4. So we know it's less than. Yeah, you can put it into the calculator to see what it looks like. It is going to be dashed. So I do want you to go ahead and write dashed, because our calculator won't tell us that. And less than means below. Let's go back to y equals. Clear out. Whenever you hit clear, it actually clears out everything, including how we change that to less than or greater than. So in order to put in the fraction, remember y'all do alpha y equals. You don't have to do that. That's just an option. -2/3 x plus 4. So we put it in. So looking back at step 1, typing in the equality and y equals. Move the cursor to the left of y1 equals to change that. So it's going to be below. So push enter until you get the less than, the below one. Now hit graph. So that's how it's going to look. So you can graph this the way that you feel most comfortable. Do you feel comfortable going to the table and plotting 3 points? Or do you feel more comfortable doing y equals mx plus b? Then do it that way. Yep. If you're not comfortable with that, go to second graph, find a point. So 0, 4 is a point. All of these are decimals or fractions. I wouldn't do those. I would find whole numbers. So 3, 2 is another point. So see how it's the exact same points? All right, so now we do need to do a dashed. And then if you hit back, it is below. So think back, snow on the roof. This is considered below. It confirms it on my graph. So go ahead and now plot your points. And remember, solutions are points that are in the shaded or on a solid line. So plot these points. -3, +2. -3, +2. It's in the shaded, so it is a solution. 0, 0. Yep. 1, 4. It's a no-go there. 2, -5. 2, -5. 0, -2. -4, -2. 2, 2. Really close to the line, but it's still in the shade area. It's not on the dashed, so we're good. 2, 2. -2, 3. 3, 0. All right, we're not doing this one down here. It's in standard form. The next lesson that we have, we'll do all standard form, but not today. All right, so now you just have 2, 4, 5 problems to do on your own. If you want to follow along as I do it, you can. If you'd rather do it on your own and then check your answers, you can do that.
Is the one next to a 0 supposed to put it?
Yes.
So it's horizontal?
Mm-hmm.
And because it's greater than what's on top, you shaded?
Yes.
So after I shaded in all the points I'm at.
Just follow the same steps that we did. Yes. Okay, so this one looks like that. So you can start with your y-intercept of -4. has a slope of -2. Well, down to right 1 isn't going to work. Up to left 1. Or we could go to the table of values and find a few points. As long as you have 3 points, you can make a line. It does have a slope of -2, so I can go up to left 1, up to left 1. So I fill in the whole thing. So if I need to look back, I can remember snow on the roof would be over here if it was greater than, but it's below, so it is to the left side. Plot your points. Anything on a solid line is a solution. So like the first one, -3, +2, that is a solution. 0, 0, 1, 4, 2, -5, 0, -2, -4, -2, that is included. 2, 2, it's not included. -2, +3, it's not included. And then 3, 0 is not included. So it was only 2 on that one. Okay, the next one, y is greater than -4. So greater than is going to be dashed. If we look back at our pink paper, it's dashed. Greater is above. So I'm going to automatically just go to the calculator and put that in. So it says y is something, it's a horizontal line. This is hoy. So anytime it says y, it's hoy. If it says x, it's bucks. So that's going to help you with this one down here. So that's going to be a vertical line. Okay, so on this one, it's supposed to be above, so I got to go back over. Keep on pushing enter until we get the above. And we hit it. Looks like that. So if you go to the table, look at all the y's. See how all the y's are all -4? So no matter where it's at, 1, -4, 2, -4, 3, -4. The horizontal line for y is -4. And it's dashed, so don't forget to make it dashed. Greater than, it's above. So it's like a flat roof. Then plot your points and check them. So I'm going to let y'all continue working on that. I'm going to pause it. So make sure you check each one of these on shading and on the points so you can look at it, pause it if you need to. Here's the bottom part. You're going to glue this in the next page, and we don't have an assignment for today.